Hey, peace, family. What's going on? Can you see me? Can you hear me clearly? What's up? Let me adjust this so you can see me when I sit back and relax to give you this information. What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome back. I'm about to give y'all some more information. No, I'm not cold, but I like to be snuggly and cozy, so I'm leaving this on. What's up? What's up? As you tune in, it's me, Chi Vital. I'm back with another tool for your toolkits. Put it in your bag. All right. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. We have 12 people viewing. Let's get the likes up so that more people can have access to this information. All right. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit more. I like the artwork in the back, but this is that sit back and chill type chair. All right. So you have your notebooks ready. I assume by now you wouldn't click on the page without getting your notebooks ready. Right. So let's get this thing started. All right, and for those of you, shouts out to the Occult College. After this video, there will be additional information for you guys, so don't move away from your phones, computers, televisions, however you take in this information. All right. So you all started with the Thunderbolt mantra. Let me tie in the beginning of this lesson for you. All right. So in House of Chi and in Dark Lordism, shouts out to the gang. One, your books are out. Thank you so much for being on top of your materials. The next round of books are going to be going out like Monday. I should receive the next batch and I can send them out. You will definitely get them before the end of next week. This is going to assist you. So take this lesson in to get you started so that you'll be on your way. What is this thing about becoming golden, right? You all are ready for a whole nother level. And in order to do so and to really activate that, you need to become golden. And to become golden means you need to really clear out all of your energy centers. And this time around, we're not talking about your chakra centers. We're talking about your actual grid, your meridians. So I'm going to tie those things together. If you have this with you, all right, you'll notice that I have the right side highlighted. This is the area we're going to discuss today, and I will be giving you an exercise for clearing it out. We're going to begin with the liver. So start writing. Let's go. We're beginning with the liver. In the process to becoming golden, we're going to begin with the liver. All right. Remember that timing is always really important. Even when you don't know how things are mapped out, at the end of last year, you realized that everything started hitting exactly when it needed to be done so that it would be in accordance with not only what's going on this physical plane on earth, but celestially, right? And in tune with the spirits of that time. So we're starting with the liver. We are already past the winter solstice, and we're moving into the spring energy. The liver represents the wood element, which represents the spring. Write that down. Okay? Timing is very important. Very, very much so. Okay? So we have the wood element. And if you wanted to guess a color, what color do you think would be associated with the wood element or the spring? Let's see if y'all sharp as a tack. Let's see. What color would you say is associated with the wood element? Earth Warrior said brown. That's not correct, but good try. Green. Green. Yes. Whoever said green, that's it. The color green. So write that down. All right. The next thing to understand is that the liver is a yang organ. Yang. Y-A-N. Oh, that's right here. Y-A-N-G organ. Okay? Wood. Green. For those of you who are like just coming in, you'll see those, whatever you see chat where I type things in, just write that in your notes so that as you're going to the replay, you know that these are things that you need to have. All right. With the liver, we're not just talking about the physical organ. Remember, I was sharing with you all that even if the physical presence of an organ is no longer there, there is still an energetic body. But now outside of the body, the organ has its own pathway, an energetic pathway. So for those of you who understand that the liver is located in the upper right-hand side quadrant of the abdomen, in this system, there is a meridian, a pathway, energetic pathway that is not just on the right-hand side, but it exists on both sides. So write that down. That's important to understand. The meridian will run on both sides. Now I'm starting to feel cumbersome here. Yeah, y'all. Okay? You got that? The liver, the organ, the power of it. It is considered the mother of the heart and the son of the kidneys. The mother of the heart and the son of the kidneys. Of course, you're going to want to know what the heart does, what does the kidneys do, what's the relationship. We'll get to that. Stay with the series. On Becoming Golden, you'll get all this information. Do not miss any of these lessons. All right? You want to look at the health of your liver will determine your ability to lead. The liver is the energetic of the leader. The leader. Okay? Write that down. Of course, if I repeated it. But we never know. All right? So for some of you, you experience certain emotions with your confessions, right? The main emotion that is associated with the liver is anger. But it's anger not just outwards at other people, but it's anger with yourself and others. It's anger in general, okay? That can include resentment. That can include jealousy, okay? Now, if you have an imbalance in these energetics emotionally, then we can point to the liver. Are you irritable? Notice that when people get intoxicated via alcohol, more times than not, their behavior becomes more aggressive because the liver is out of whack. Press 1 if that makes sense. I know that we look to the brain, and for those of you in occult college, I'm going to explain something that is going to blow your socks off, why that will make sense as well. All right. So let's say the liver is balanced. Okay. If you think about springtime, because I still want you all to think outside of the box, right? Think about springtime. The color is green, right? We have this yang energy. So for those of you who may not be familiar with the directions of energy and how they move, yang energy is an uprising energy. It's forward, it's out. Okay? So we think of the spring, we're booming. Okay? We're blooming. We're breaking ground. We're breaking new ground. All right? The thing you want to pay attention to is the flexibility and strength as a combo. Flexibility and strength. I'll write that in the chat. Flexibility and strength. That combination gives you feedback that the liver is more balanced. This will make sense to you when you understand that the liver also controls the muscles. What? Yes. The liver controls the muscles. All right. The other aspect, personality-wise, is that you are growing and grounded. Growing and grounded. Well, what does that look like, mother? That means your roots are grounded, okay? Because if you took your winter solstice work seriously, you would have gone deep within. Your roots are grounded. So that when you grow, in the spring, you can grow and still be grounded. But if you didn't take that time to isolate yourself, to go deep within yourself, then your roots might be a little short. So you can keep on growing. But what happens if you grow beyond what your roots can support? What will happen? You tell me. What happens to the tree or the plant whose roots are not grounded deep enough? But they have the energy to grow, 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 grow. You see it all the time in your houseplants. Yes, you will fall. Excellent. Excellent. Make sense? Press some ones if that makes sense. All right. So the liver houses, I'll get to your questions at the end, love. The liver, and that's for Shine Light, houses the hun. Write that down. H-U-N. Hun. And the Hun represents the heavenly spirits. Heavenly spirits. So meanwhile, if your liver is a mess, you can't access the heavenly spirits. If the mother of the heart is a mess, how can you access the divinity of love? Anger is rooted in fear. Fear is opposite of power. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. All right? So look at your body charts. Look at your body charts. And see if you had any colors or sensations come up in that area of the liver. And review that feeling, that temperature, that sensation. And see now if you can identify an emotion behind the confession that caused you to color in that area. All right. Oh, more heat. And now, most importantly, sound healing. We use mantras all year long. These meridians have sounds. Who would have thought? They have sounds. The secrets of healing yourself are in these vibrations. The sound is shoo. Shoo. Okay? XU. Sounds like shoo. Okay? So for your homework, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to do 3 sets of shh, 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 shh. Okay? 36 times, 3 rounds of it a day. 3 rounds of the shh sound, 36 times 3. It's 108 times total every day. Okay? Y'all got that? So far, is this making sense to you all? Okay, good. Good. And pardon me, I do my lives really late sometimes because I have to make sure that mother takes care of home and then I come give you this information. All right. So for those of you who have not purchased the Chosen Life yet, the link is in the description. Okay. You can find it there as well. You'll find that it's important to do this work in order so that when you are doing these assignments, the self-development portion will become more clear to you. A lot of you will try to recreate new things in your lives, not realizing what you've already accomplished and needing to either get to other things on your list or expand on what you've already manifested, or you're very unclear. You just have too many options. Okay? And so this process of doing this work will really get you clearer. And that booklet is going to give you very clear directions on how to move, especially in a month's increment of time, which is key. Okay? Timing, again, is very important. All right? As you begin this work, everyone, I want you to look at any extremes in your personality, identify them emotionally, and then you will look to the polarity of it for your wholeness. So, I like to always bring balance. So if you find that you're really, really like a pushover, which is weakness in the liver as well, like you're overly flexible, then you want to look at the polarity of that to find your wholeness. Okay? It does not mean that you need to become rigid and then easily broken, right? Or very, very uncomfortable when met with some resistance. But you want to begin to at least see where your extremes are so that you can look to the opposite of that for your polarity. Bring those together and you can find the medicine for creating wholeness for yourself. On a biological level, I'm going to take questions right now. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. Thank you all for your time. Will the liver clear up the skin? Yes, working on the liver will help to clean up the skin because it helps to filter the blood. If you're working to strengthen the capacity of your liver on an energetic basis, you're going to find, especially when you're getting the rest of this information, that there are other things that you take that agitate your liver. If you know already that drinking alcohol and taking unnecessarily taking over-the-counter drugs or any other chemicals into the body, the liver has to filter those things out. And then the liver also stores blood. So if it has to do all the storing and filtering, how pure is your liquid fire of life if it's not dealt with? So you'll see like everything that's being filtered, if you are breaking out, the liver is doing its job to push it out. Okay? To push it out of the skin. That's why when people are detoxing, they find themselves having some type of breakout initially before the clarity comes. All right? And so that's another thing. When you get into doing these mantras and you get into doing this work, understand that what it is that you're asking for when it comes to clarity, that it may not come in the way that you want it to. It may come in a different way. And then you're like, whoa. But realize that if you ask for clarity and then you see for yourself certain things around you clearly for the first time that make you realize like, oh, this gotta change. That's just the way it came. It doesn't mean, every time you ask for clarity that what it is that you're desiring to see is going to show up. Because what you desire to see may just be the illusion that you keep on trying to perpetuate. It's not going to happen. All right? If you're desiring to see some type of change, but you're asking for, you want to change in your relationship, and then the relationship ended because you asked for a change in a relationship, and this one wasn't going to change to where it was that you were looking for. So you needed to get another one. You wanted to build closer bonds with friends, and you get friends that move away, but new people move into your neighborhood, or you suddenly get a job overseas and those relationships fall away. and you find new people. I mean, it just may show up differently, but be mindful of what you're asking for and brace yourselves for when the universe responds, that it just may not show up the way you envisioned it. So don't be quick to just, whatever. Do this work for greater clarity, and you'll be able to not only pinpoint what's going on, but have the courage to step into it. Does that make some sense? All right, let me scroll up right quick. Don't forget to get your book. I know I like to pack a mean punch just in a little, well, does it look little on film? It's kind of sharp. I'm scrolling up for some questions that I saw, and I didn't get a second to address it as yet. I may have answered it along the way, so. What do you suggest for newbies to ground? Well, I don't know which part of the world you're in, Shine Light, if you're still on the chat. The question was, what do you suggest for newbies to ground? Okay. Funny enough, I'm in the Northeast right now, and the weather has been so mild. So in a good sense, it's been warm enough that if you wanted to take your shoes off and ground, that would be great. While the energy has not hit its peak yet in the wood element, I suggest that you find and schedule some time to still go deep within yourselves. Because that quiet, deep solitude really helps. And go back through some of the videos where we talk about breathing, because that will be important as well. And we'll get to that. I hope that was helpful. And no, I didn't want to just give you some grounded stones, because it's deeper than that. Okay? Caribbean Grimoire. This is part of a qigong technique. Yes. It's not only qigong, but yes, because we are talking about internal energy. All right, y'all. So I'm out of here. I hope to see your homework and your reflections on this information you just received. Remember that you're going to be doing 3 rounds of 36. So shh, 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 shh. Okay? 36 of it. And take your time. Take your time. Don't shh, 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 shh. No. Shh, 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 shh. You can do a video of yourself doing your homework. You can do a testimonial about how you felt after doing your rounds. You can be your own physician and see how this helped you if you got irritated with someone and decided, oh, right now is a good time to work on my liver. All right? And talk about it. There's no use in having a tool that you don't practice using. Okay? All right. Those are some ways of sharing that you've done your homework. And we will know. We will know if you did the homework or not. All right. So peace, love, and bliss. I will tune in with you all later. Much love.